Have you ever thought about that innovative product that will change the world? That business that will make you a millionaire? Or that life project to become the happiest person alive? Well, you're not the only one with those ideas. People all over the world are thinking about them as well. And it is in your hands to take the step forward and launch them. Let's say you have something in mind. Why haven't you started? Or why did you get stuck? Is it because of a lack of motivation? Is it because someone told you you are not good enough? Or is it because you don't want to risk your money? These are the most common obstacles faced when you want to develop something new. But these are often believed to be harder to beat than what they really are. What I mean is that regardless of any of those situations, if you really love and believe in what you want to do, you have very good chances of achieving something great, not without an immense amount of perseverance and hard work, of course. You would most likely hear someone say, hey, before you start with an invention of yours, you have to know that it sounds reasonable. I mean, let's be objective. Why would you start an online bookstore? It's not like the biggest e-commerce store started like that. Okay, why would you start a computer company when there is a lot of competition? It's not like today's biggest company started like that. Okay, fine. Why would you start selling rocks as a pet? Well, someone tried it and sold millions. Am I being clear enough? Nowadays, it does not even matter if your idea sounds insane. Some even say that as you get weirder and weirder, you have even more chances of achieving something great. All you need is something you believe in, a good way of getting it noticed, and even some luck, just that. But some of these ideas might not be originally ours. Someone else can be working already on them or have it in mind. There's this man, according to a BBC article, that claims to be the inventor of this biggest social media in the world. You know, that one of the likes and commenting and making friends. And according to this article, from around February 2004 to around May 2005, the internet had two websites named the Facebook. Number one, created by this man named Aaron Greenspan, and the second one by Mark Zuckerberg. We all know who won, right? But why? Shouldn't the original version of Greenspan be making the billions, with a B, billions of dollars Zuckerberg makes today? The short answer could be yes, because he had the initial concept. However, reality is much different. There's this quote I really like, very related to what we're talking about. It is from Ashley Brilliant, and it says, good ideas are common. What's uncommon is people who will work hard enough to bring them about. You cannot say an idea belongs to you if you don't either start it before or make it better. And if someone makes it better, then do it better again. Your idea is worth until it is done. If you don't take action right now, someone else can do it later. If my very good teachers decided not to get a license for TEDx, some others can do it later. If I decided not to give this talk, there's a lot of people that can give it as well. If Chris Anderson didn't lead TED to what it is right now, someone else can do it later. Or perhaps no one would. And the idea would be lost for all eternity. Interesting, isn't it? But now imagine if your idea has not only the potential to grant you a lot of money, but also to solve a problem, to help people in need, to facilitate daily tasks. We could be losing it if you do not bring it about. Now that we're talking about helping people, let me tell you a personal story. About 5 years ago, I got to know these colleges outside Mexico that give very good scholarships to study abroad. I said, hey, it sounds interesting. Let's apply when possible. The date came when I was in my third year of junior high at Instituto Mexico. Time to apply. And I didn't. Why? I got scared of the idea of making a better world through education. The idea that college had made me afraid. But I got even more scared when the final date was over and I lost my chance because I did not develop my idea. Luckily for me, there was a second opportunity. Students from the first grade can also apply. I did it, and by the time I was writing this talk, I was a finalist, waiting for that phone call to tell if I was going to get that scholarship I really wanted. And at that time, it was a win-win situation. Either I get accepted and get to develop myself for 2 years, get to know a lot of people, and perhaps live the happiest moments of my life. And if I don't, at least I know what I want to do in this life. That is, by the way, to help improve the educational system in Mexico and then in the whole world. A very good cause for a lot of people, even for myself. And these are the types of opportunities we don't want to miss. But sometimes the fear of failure is bigger than the ambition of risking everything we have, or sometimes just a little part, ending very far away from our goals, devastated for not taking that opportunity, and we end up working at something we don't like, for someone we don't like, and you know how the list goes on. And for that fear, let me tell you the best piece of advice I've ever received. That is that failure is worth the same or even more than success. Basically, if you learn to manage it correctly, when you fail, you have a head start on your second time. I failed by not applying at that school, but I took my second chance. And now, I was a finalist. So far, we have covered what can happen if you do not take your idea and bring it about, what can happen if you do. And if you paid attention, there was this very little sentence, very little yet very important, that say, if you want to develop something new, well, what you need is something you believe in, and you have very good chances of achieving something great. You know, it makes me smile because 2 years ago, my English teacher, Maria Fernanda, would always say, hey, students, if you think you can, you will succeed. And if you think you can, you will succeed, and succeed. And my classmates and I would always make fun of such cliche quote. Funnily enough, it's been the phrase revolving in my head every time I felt about quitting my ambitions. I really want you to keep it in mind. If you think you can, you will succeed. And by the way, if you think I'm crazy for saying that if you say good things to yourself, you're going to do good, take a look at positive psychology. Harvard Health says it is a relatively new field that approves how positive thinking can help you pursue your dreams. As I have told you, it does work. But now, leaving psychology and all those cliche quotes aside, I really want you to follow your dreams. You know, apply to that school, start that business, write that book, take that opportunity you have right in front of you. Someone else might do it later if you don't. Think about all the benefits of doing so. Take some time to analyze. Remember, your ideas are worth until they are done.